Demons have been a topic of interest for humans throughout history. It is very clear that we need to discuss a topic attacked by demons. What is a demon? The surprise answer is that we have no common word for this entity in our language. But we know from our sages that the force of an evil spirit or evil spirits that possesses and controls the thinking and the behavior or torment a human being comes from a source. And that source is what the Latin and the Greeks, as well as the people who speak English, term a demon. It is a deity or a genius, an evil spirit. Therefore, when we want to define a demon, we use the terms like roho mbaya, moyo hojo, moya wa kaipa, umoya omubi, moya omobe, emi buru. And a demon is a cruel and wicked human person. That's the noun is an evil supernatural being. Another noun is that it is someone who is extremely diligent or skillful. Anyone possessed by a power of a divinity can actually be said is possessed by a demon. But we are looking at demons as associated with evil and darkness and have been a part of many religious and cultural systems. The best way around them is to know that they are spiritual forces and not entities. But behind them, behind this force or these forces, there is an entity that we call a deity or a god. The ability and the skill that you need to understand how you can deal with demon possession or influence, once you know the signs that this force operating in this individual or inside me is no longer natural or mine or coming from my physical body or from my soul. You need to cast out these demons. You need to learn and master the skill of exorcism, the rituals and techniques before you can attempt to help others. You must know how to cast demons skillfully, how to do it. There are vital aspects and components that comes into this understanding of demons and in how to deal with demons even if you are not attacked by demons. They come from various perspectives that include metaphysics, history, religion, and psychology. We will also discuss the potential benefits of understanding and confronting demons and how to know the difference between psychogenic mental health issues and spiritual possession. The metaphysics of demons involves the study of the fundamental nature of reality. It is a branch of philosophy that seeks to understand the nature of existence, the universe, and reality itself combined within its environment and external environment. In the context of demons, metaphysics can help you or help anybody understand what demons are and how they exist and whether they really exist. From this perspective of metaphysics, it is very clear that fear is the negative and the prominent result of this negative energy that we call a demon, that comes from entities we know as deities or gods and goddesses that exist within this universe. They are often associated with fear, with pain, with poverty and suffering, and are seen as a force that can influence your behavior and human behavior, whether it's highly educated or dumb and not educated. Understanding the nature of demons can help us identify their influence in our lives and allow us to take steps to counteract them, because demons deceive people, demons tempt people, demons destroy people by offering them extreme power, greedy wealth, and obsessional fame. As a force, they come as a force, not as an entity. In mythology and folklore and the history and throughout history, demons have played a bigger role to influence and shape the behavior of many people or all of the people that lived and that live and that are alive today. They are often portrayed as malevolent entities that seek to harm humans. In some culture, demons are associated with diseases and illnesses and mental issues, and in others they are seen as mere tempters that tempt people. These are demonic foes. The demons are entities, but the entities do not attack you as such. it is their influence and the spirit that comes from them that attacks you. Of course, there are others that will physically attack you. Understanding their role from history gives us the ability to look and study at these myths and stories which are associated with the demons, so that we can gain an insight into how they are perceived and how they affect us. For people that engage in ordering and buying power to have money, like Tokolosh, a Tokolosh is a man-made deity or a man-made demon, which then is hooked and linked with another force. Then it can influence and work for you. It's like an artificial intelligent system, but very, very dangerous. From a religious perspective, confronting demons in many religions is seen as fighting against forces of evil and confronting them and overcoming them. In Christianity, Judaism and Islam, demons are associated with a deity known as Shatter or Satan, and are seen as a force that opposes God, who is a deity, because the real creator is not a spirit, is not a being. In Buddhism, demons are seen as manifestations of human desires coming from within and must be overcome by meditation and mindfulness. From our perspective as melanin dominant human beings, demons can be a way that we understand the evil that is within us, because we are dual nature when it comes to the spectrum of good and evil. We've got our own inherent negativity that allows us to influence the negative aspect and the evil aspect that we have, minus the demons. But we have also the capacity and ability to be hooked and connected spiritually with demons. And some people have the art, the magic to do that, to send demons to influence people. So you need what we call nehasti, which means to wake up or to awaken to your higher divine consciousness, and to use the symbols and the capacity and the power within our knowledge system as melanin dominant human beings to counteract these forces of evil, even within or even without. So psychologically, we look at psychology at the moment. Understanding demons can be seen as the ability to be able to understand our negative thoughts and emotions that exist within us. This can manifest in many ways, as depression, anxiety, or other mental health issues. And also these negative thoughts come from self-suggestions that we tell ourselves through negative thoughts or negative statements about ourselves. Understanding and confronting these negative thoughts as well as negative emotions and managing them, emotions like extreme happiness, sadness, fear, disgust, anger, surprise, etc., needs us to have a power within our mental capacity to counter this and neutralize this, so that we live at the middle, not at the extreme of reality. There are other biopsychosocial models that are used, which can show how demons can attack us biologically through our genetics, through nutrition, the food that we eat, and the other substances that we use, psychological through emotions and behaviors, and socially through stress, trauma, and environment created by the political, economic, technological, as well as social systems all over the earth. They open the portals for demons to attack individuals. So when we recognize these negative patterns of our thinking and behavior, we can then take steps to change them. This includes therapy, meditation, or other forms of self-care. By confronting our inner demons first, we can achieve greater mental clarity and emotional stability. These are the two psychogenic keys that will tell us whether the behavior that we are demonstrating is ours or is coming from a demon. So when we are attacked by demons, how do you know? There are signs that we can use generally, not exhaustively here. Extreme sensitivity to religious objects or symbols such as crucifixes, holy water, or prayer beds. Sudden or unexplained aversion to your normal religious practices or rituals, such as praying. When you stop your normal religious behavior, there should be a demon there. Unexplained physical marks or bruises on your body, such as scratches or bite marks or what we call nyora. That means a demon has played a game with you. Unusual or extreme changes in personality or behavior, such as speaking in a different voice or exhibiting violent or aggressive behavior, that after you do a psychogenic key test, then what is outstanding there is a demon attack. Uncontrollable or uncontrolled or sudden movements, such as shaking of the hand, convulsions, or epilepsy, hearing voices or seeing visions that are not there. But we must be smart enough to know whether this imagination is mine or not. There are keys that come when we speak of visualization and the visions and hearing voices that you need to put in place so that you do not receive signals from demons. Feeling like something is moving or crawling inside your body. Feeling like one's thoughts or actions are being controlled by an outside force. And then an intense feeling of being watched or followed by an unseen presence. And then your hair on your back of your head bristles. That's a clear sign that there is a negative force, a negative spirit around it. There is also a positive aspect that we shall explain if you get in touch with us when a positive spirit is interacting with you, where it attaches, how it will do that. It is very important to approach these signs and symptoms with caution and skepticism at first, as many of them can also be associated with medical or mental health conditions. That's why we say psychogenic keys are critical in understanding whether it's a demon or it's something else. So we need now to move on the step of removing these devils. And the power is in exorcists, is exorcism, and the power is in you. It is by faith, it is by knowledge, it is by experience, it is by training, it is by skills, it is by tools that you'll be capable and able to drive out these demons for good. Not the Christian way, when they continuously drive the same demon, but our way, the way we explain, is once and for all. There are controversies and issues of potential harm, abuse, or trickery, and it is important to balance faith and reason, and understand that you can fall under misdiagnosis, and that you must know what is going on, and you must, at the end of the day, when everything has been done and fault founded, then you know whether this is for Western medical system or it is for our own melanin dominant system, or the combination of both, because we are living in an environment where we eat hybridized food, smell a lot of stuff that is not natural. There are incantations and spells, there are symbols and signs, substance abuse. There are other issues, like if you murder certain people, their soul will haunt you. This is a fact. This is why the world is always at war, because of people that were sent to fight in wars that are not justified, that they didn't want, that they were manipulated to do. Other people buy tokolosh and they have issues and problems because they cannot control these entities. Now, where do demons come from? Our sages never used the term demon, but they acknowledged a negative energy, and the demon is the source of that negative energy. It's an entity we call a deity, a god or a goddess. And these negative gods, these gods and evil gods, are the ones like Apopaipa, Apophis, Akazu, and the Shatta. These are the three major entities connected with the Chitauri, the reptilian, the Archons, and they all work to spew out and broadcast these negative energies via their own agents. And then we use the general term supernatural beings, entities who are believed to possess these various powers, which they use malevolently and against us. We need Shechem to drive these out. So there is a density model diagram from the website that is shown here, which shows us the hierarchy of these demons. It is very important for us to understand the food chain that is there today, and very, very important that we know that just above us, in the fourth dimension, in that density, there is the area and the zone of extraterrestrials, of these paranormal beings, of ghosts, of aliens, that will spew and feed on our emotional as well as psychological energies. We need to understand how we can escape this so that we go into the soul essence and the divine essence afterwards. This is a task of all of us who are still alive today, to prepare to overcome this zone when we die. Very, very important. So there is a skillful way that anyone can learn and master to drive out the agents of evil today in this life, and to be ready and to be prepared to go through the challenges that we have indicated from the 7 density diagram. In conclusion, dealing with the demons can be a complex and challenging process, but by understanding demons from different perspectives, including metaphysics, history, religion, and psychology, we gain a greater insight into the influence of demons in our lives. And then we can be able to confront demons, both the inner ones and the outer ones, and we can achieve greater spiritual and emotional growth and power and authority over these demons, so that we can live a fulfilling life today and be capable of going past them when we pass on, when we die. That being said, it is clear that melanin dominant human priest, honest priest, used various spells, incantations to drive out demons, often invoking the power of specific divinities and goddesses to aid in the process. Some examples of spells used in ancient Kemet and in Africa include the following statement: I summon the power of, you insert the divinity, to drive out this demon and banish it from my midst, of our midst, by the power of the gods. I command you, depart. And it is important to note that when you use such skills and when you have this kind of information, you should be skilled, and you should have a skill and ability to summon this demon by its name, to cast it and drive it out and permanently lock it out of the frequency of the victim or of yourself. Don't do this if you have no skill or tools to do that. Attacked by demons. If you feel that you have been attacked by a demon or by a negative spirit or a negative thought, which is rare, there is no sudden attack, but they do it gradually and possess you gradually, slowly, because you've got your own human will around you. But there is a chance that this could be happening, and could happen that you are attacked suddenly. If this is an issue with you, there are things that you should do. You should quickly do the following that is shown here. And also you should have these tools ready for you. If you are interested in more information and more details about this issue, drop us an email at join@marifado.com and use the code word Pazuzu, and you will know that you can counter any demon attack. Your manager Topi, priest teacher Rabbi LM Twizulu Kunkeni Mjakancha Skabanu says, subscribe to our channel, share and leave your comment. Till we meet again, stop any demon attack. Yes, you can do it. Limits, but you need to be skilled and to be trained and to know what you'll be doing. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Till we meet again.